I am kind of on a weird angle, so hopefully I'm straight, but I do have a couple products on my face just to sort of speed things up a little bit. In my brows, I already ran the Anastasia Brow Wiz in medium brown through my brows, and I put in some of the Lancome Sourcil Styler Tinted Brow Gel in my brows. I also already primed my face. I also have sunscreen on currently. It's the Lancome one that I was talking about in my last Get Ready With Me video, but for my primer for today I have the MAC Prep and Prime little mini sample of their base, just their basic face primer. So I just tossed this one on. Hopefully it'll work all right. I'm gonna toss something on my lips super fast just so they're prepped for the end, because I am trying on a couple different lip products. I got some new lipstick sent to me from Lancome, so I'm super excited about that. So I'm gonna toss on this lip treatment here. This one is from by Terry. This is the Balm de Rose. This is a super ridiculously expensive lip balm, but it is a fantastic lip balm nonetheless. So I'm just gonna toss a little of this on. Kind of prep the lips. This does have a very rosy fragrance to it. Even though I'm not trying on a matte lipstick today, I will probably do lip swatches of all three of them. So I just want my lips prepped and moisturized for that at the end. But I'm gonna start off with some concealers. I'm not gonna do a liquid foundation today. Again, if you guys have seen my Finish 5 by Fall intro, you know that I have a powder foundation, and that's what I'm gonna be using. But I would like to put down like some stuff underneath my eyes and, you know, any discoloration that I have on my face. I want to handle that first. So I'm just going to kind of mix around these two concealers right here. I have the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Light 2, which is also called Vanilla, for a brightening effect. And then I also have the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW15. So I'm just going to kind of put a little bit of both around the face and blend it out with my fingers. Actually, instead of just using my fingers, I'll probably use this Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush to blend it out a little bit as well too, but I do like to use my fingertips underneath the eye area. I just feel like it gives a better blend sometimes. So I'll blend this in super quickly and we can move on to the powder foundation. And then just for a touch of brightening right at that inner corner of my under eye area. I know my under eyes are looking really dark. I didn't get much sleep last night. I'm going to go in with the YSL Beauty Touche Éclat little clicky pen thing I have, the lightest shade. It does have a pink tone to it. I use this mostly for brightening because it has such a pink tone. It's extremely thin and it doesn't provide a ton of actual coverage, but just more of a brightening effect. And I use it mostly as just that like corrector product underneath the eye areas or anywhere else on the face that needs a little bit of brightening. So I'll just run a little bit right through here, just so that doesn't have a chance to really crease or settle into any fine lines. I'm going to go right in with my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. This is just the little deluxe size version. As usual, I'm going to use my little angled highlighting brush from Real Techniques and just dust this underneath the eye area. It just provides a little bit more brightening. That area definitely needs as much help as it can get. It's looking quite dark under there recently. I'm gonna go right in with my Makeup Forever Kabuki style little brush here in my powder foundation from Bare Minerals. This is just the original powder foundation. I have the shade Fairly Light. It says N10 on the back. I'm not sure if that's like the neutral tone. I think this, when I purchased this, this was like the second lightest one, or it was the lightest one, but anyway, I'm just going to tap a little bit out into the cap here, and I just kind of tap my brush into the powder, and then I tap it off, and then I buff it around on the skin. So I always start around the perimeter of the face just in case I get a little too much on the brush. I'm mostly using tapping motions to apply it. and I go over the areas that I did apply that ambient lighting powder just to give it just a touch more coverage and to like cancel out any redness or discoloration or anything. Then I'm gonna go in with my contour product. I'm just gonna use it as I would use a bronzer. This is the NYX blush in taupe. You can see here I already have pan on this and it seems to be moving all right. I haven't used it for a little bit, so I thought I'd pull it out and use it for today and for this week just to get a little bit more progress in it. I'm using the contour brush from a Real Techniques set. And then now, because I want to keep things really simple on my face, because I want to play up the lip area and keep my eyes and my cheeks and everything quite subtle, I'm going to go in with my Sephora blush that I'm still trying to finish off. It should be finished before the end of July though. This is the Sephora blush in Rose Petal number 8. This was part of my Finish 4 by 4th of July. That is what it's looking like right now. I'm just gonna go in with my MAC 129 blush brush and I'm gonna be extremely light-handed with this. I decided to pick out one of my more subtle highlighters and I grabbed the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Highlighter in 01 Matte Radiance. I have a Real Techniques setting brush. I'm just gonna kind of dab in and be, you know, somewhat subtle, but I like highlights, so I'll probably go down the center of the face with this product as well. I just stay down towards the bottom of my nose if I put any on my nose, and then I do that little sweepy thing on my forehead as well. I'm going to bring a little bit of this at the inner corner of my eye just to further brighten. Now that all the face products are on, I'll use my MAC Fix Plus to, you know, kind of set the face products in place because it contains the glycerin. So I'm going in with my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. This is the only eye base that I'm going to be, you know, keeping in my makeup bag for this week. And I have something to discuss. I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to bring this up or not because the last time I did, it turned into a huge freaking fiasco. But before anybody starts flipping out, I have pre-filmed a couple videos and they should be going up during this situation, but I am going to be moving, so I'm gonna be probably lacking on commenting back, but like I said, I have pre-filmed videos. I have a couple of them that should hold me over. You guys probably won't even notice that there's, you know, something going on, except I probably won't be responding back as frequently. So I just wanted to give a heads up on that. You might see you will see a background change. They just upped the rent like $700 for the past 6 months, so we decided last minute not to. We just decided not to renew the lease. So I hate moving more than anything. So I've been trying to declutter some stuff, give some stuff to my niece. I've been going through my hair products, so I have a ton of packing that I need to do, and it's just gonna take a lot of time. So be patient with me, please. If I seem a little spacey or something, it's not because I'm ignoring you, it's just because I'm extremely busy and there's a lot going on in my personal life. So I'm gonna go in with this Makeup Forever Aqua XL little black pencil. I'm just gonna tight line at the outer corner as I typically do. Actually, as you guys are watching this, I'm probably in the process of moving and everything, so hopefully everything's going smoothly. I do have some really fun videos planned out. I'm going to take my Rimmel Scandalized Waterproof Kohl Liner in Nude, and I'm going to put this in my waterline because I just want like a basic eye today. I have my makeup inventory 6-month update going up. I also have all the products that I want to finish off before the end of the year. I think that update will be going up as well. So it's not just going to be like filler content. Hopefully it'll be things that you guys will want to see. I'm going to try and film my July empties a little bit earlier for the month. I really don't like doing that, but I have a ton of makeup that's in my empties for July already. So I thought I might do that. So I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Naked palette. I'm going to take the lightest matte shade. It's called Naked. And I'm just going to run this through the crease area, kind of blow it out a little bit. I'm going to take a MAC 286. It's like a split fiber. It's like a duo fiber brush. It's got the synthetic and the natural bristles. I'm just going to get some on the brush and kind of go crazy through the crease area. Last time I had moved with my empties, and I don't think I want to do that this time because I don't know when I am going to be able to film my July empties if I don't do it before we move. So I'm going to try and get that filmed today as well. So I was very nervous about discussing this. I'm going to go in with the darker matte shade called Buck. It's just like a neutral brown color. I'm going to take a MAC 217 though and try and put this just a little bit more concentrated right in the outer crease section. But I was a little nervous about bringing this up because the last time I did mention it, I didn't really give notice because last time it was very last minute and I didn't even have a lot of notice. There was some stuff that went down with the landlord. The landlord was extremely, no, I just won't even get into it because he was extremely inappropriate. So that move was just a hot mess from the start. So I understand why some people were frustrated because I didn't take the time to pre-film, but at the same time, I had no idea that I was going to be moving last time. So how could I have pre-filmed 4 or 5 videos for you guys if I didn't even know that I was, like, I'm not the type of YouTuber that'll pre-film 3 or 4 weeks in advance. I just don't do that. I'll film like 3 videos, 2 or 3 videos in a day sometimes, and then I'll spread them out over like a week, but I don't usually, on a regular basis, pre-film like that. So last time I got a lot of pushback, I guess you could say, for just moving and not having stuff pre-filmed. So hopefully that's not the case this time around. It's not like I'm intentionally going on a 6-month vacation and leaving you guys hanging. Like, I have content coming out for you guys. It's just, I'm gonna be slow in my replies back, probably during the whole time that we're moving. So this is how I think I'm gonna leave my eyes. I might run a little bit of Naked, the lighter shade, on my ring finger and put this underneath the bottom lash line, just for a little something under there. I'm going to take a little bit of that darker brown called Buck, just right at that outer corner. I'm probably just going to keep this Naked palette in my makeup bag for this week just because it's going to be the easiest. I can just toss something in the crease if I want to do my makeup for the week. I'm going to actually go in with my MAC. I have my MAC quad here just so I can pull out Blanc type. This is my favorite all over lid shade for like blanking out the lid. I'm going to put that all over my lid. I'm taking just a flat shader brush from Sonia Kashuk and getting this guy. It's so buttery and pigmented. This is probably my favorite eyeshadow from MAC. I love the matte squared formula. I heard a rumor that they're doing away with it, but it seems like they still have some matte squared eyeshadows on the website, so I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they just aren't coming out with any more, like, any new ones in the future, but man, it's a beautiful formula. I'm taking a little underneath just to brighten this whole region. Oh, that eyeliner is transferring down onto my bottom waterline. That's so annoying when it does that. I'll just leave it how it is for now. So I'm gonna go in with some eyeliner. I have my MAC Black Track Fluid Line. I have the smallest amount left. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek. I'm trying as hard as I can to finish this off before the end of July. I definitely feel like I'll be able to do that, but there's a little sneak peek with that's all that's left in here. But just to keep things simple and hopefully a little bit quicker, because gel eyeliner takes me forever to apply. I used to be able to apply it super fast, but I'm just going back and forth between all my different eyeliners and the different formulas, so I'm not very good at applying any of them for the most part recently for the past couple months, and I really feel like my eyelid has changed a little bit. It's so strange, but anyway, that's another topic for another video. But I'm gonna go in with this Black Up Matte Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner, and I have to be careful with this because if I go over the same area too many times, sometimes I can, like if I have a super scratchy mascara brush, the little bristles will like scrape into it and it'll actually peel off the eyeliner. So I have to be careful and just only go over it like 2, possibly 3 times over the same area. But it's a really nice eyeliner. It's very matte. That is what the brush tip looks like. So hopefully this goes smoothly and it's even. I just had a little wobble. Dang it. I don't know if mine is running out of product or what, but it is so hard to get a smooth line with this lately. Well, I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead with this eye because I feel like it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So I was really hoping for just kind of a simple wing, but we got some crazy wing situation going on. I'm gonna try and match up the other eye the best that I can. I think part of the problem is that the brush tip is just so stiff and it's just really hard to go with the curve of your eye because it just stays straight as you're applying it. The little tip is very scratchy as it rubs against your skin, so if you have to go over the same area like 3, 4, 5, 6 times, it starts to irritate your eye a little bit. And I have worn this a couple times and I had to go over my eye area so many times to get it perfect. I even messed up, but I'm letting it dry before I clean it up. But I've woken up the next morning after I took off my eye makeup and my eyelid was all irritated where I would put my eyeliner. So you just have to be really careful if you use that product. It's fantastic. It's super jet black. It is waterproof, but you just have to be careful with it peeling if like your mascara wand snags on it, or you know, if you're applying over the same area multiple times in a row. You'll have irritated eyelids, but it is quite beautiful. I will admit that it's a beautiful black, jet black liner. I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray just to set everything. I swear my tripod is crooked or like on a weird angle, but I'm kind of sitting on a weird angle, so maybe that's it. So I'm gonna go in and curl my lashes with the Shiseido Eyelash Curler super quickly. So first step with my little mascara cocktail, I have my Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. This is what it looks like here. It's like $11. I think they've raised the price like $1.50 since I first started using it, but I still enjoy it. So I put this down on my bottom lashes first. It's got the smallest little wand ever, so it just grabs a hold of every single little eyelash that some of them you didn't even know that you had down there. So it's really helpful. Pretty sure I either need to purchase another tube of this or toss in a couple more drops of my Inglot Duraline because it is getting difficult to work with. Then I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite really jet black volumizing mascaras. This is the Urban Decay Perversion. I do have just a little deluxe size sample, but it's fantastic. It has a super thick, very fluffy, soft brush, so hopefully this won't bump into my eyeliner and peel it up off my eyelid. So I did have to rub off a little bit of mascara that I got on my lid, so I'm going to take the smallest brush imaginable from e.l.f. This, I don't know, it's like a little detailer brush. I'm going to get a little bit of Blanc type back on this and try and just cover that area up a little. I might need a mirror because it's such a precise location. That'll work. Okay, so moving on to lips before it gets too dark. I have some new lipsticks here from Lancome and I'm super excited to try them out. They are so luxurious and beautiful and gorgeous, but I need to put on a lip liner because there are some insane shades. I'm gonna kind of dab off this Baume de Rose a little bit off my lips. Most of it was absorbed up in, but I did have a little bit of residue left over. So I am going to take this Givenchy transparent lip liner that I received through Octoly. Just because it's transparent, I can use it with all three of the lipsticks and I don't have to like go back and forth between them. So I might have to sharpen it, but I'm going to see if I can use just this much. I'll just try and go around the edges. This one is super tacky, so you can really feel it adhering to your lips. So the lip liner is down. I'm going to give you swatches of these, and then if I can, I will insert an image off to the side of me with these lipsticks on. So this first one that I'm going to show you is Exotic Orchid, $3.91. These are called the Absolute Rouge lipstick line, and they're not a matte. They're more of like a satin. They're super pigmented. They do have that very light kind of, it's almost like a rosy scent. It's like the YSL lipsticks, if you've ever smelled those, like the Rouge Pure Couture lipsticks. That's what they remind me of, but it's like a sweeter, rosy sort of fragrance. It's very floral. So this one is Exotic Orchid, right there. It's like a mauve-y, brownie, nude sort of tone. I really like these kinds of tones. This is probably the most natural and the most wearable shade that I got. Oh, and by the way, how you open them, you push down on the rose and it'll pop out the bottom. So this next one is number 172, Impatient. It's spelled in French, but I think it's Impatient. This one is a cream. The first one was a cream as well, but I think this is going to be the one that I go with. I love a bright fluorescent orange lip. So this is why I wanted the rest of my makeup kind of neutral. So let me give you a swatch of this guy. So that one is Impatient. It looks more of like a reddish orange, but once you see it next to the other one, you'll definitely see why this one is more of like an orange tone. And then the last one, this is like a remake of one of their original lipsticks, I do believe. I think this is what the whole line was named after. This one is number 151, Absolute Rouge, and this one is also a cream, so kind of push on the top. And this one is just a bright, classic, true red color. My swatches are all over the place, but that is the Absolute Rouge, that was Impatient, and that was Exotic Orchid. You can see right there. I think, like I said, I'm gonna go with Impatient because I love an orange lip, but I'm so excited about these. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. They do wear for quite a while without transferring all over the place. I mean, they do transfer. They're just a cream lipstick. They're not super long wearing, but they do last on my lips for a couple hours before they're everywhere and I have to reapply. So I'm gonna go in with the bright orange one. So this on the lips right here is number 172, Impatient, I do believe is the name, from Lancome. I think the packaging is absolutely gorgeous. I like the lipsticks. They're super comfortable. They're just like your standard cream lipstick. So I have those three that I'm going to play with a little bit this week. And then I just pulled in one gloss for the rest of this week. I'm going to pull in the Urban Decay Naked Gloss. So if I don't want to wear a crazy bright lip color, then I can just wear this kind of neutral toned pink gloss. And I'll also still be making progress in my Finish 5 by Fall. So let me give you a little swatch of this guy. So that right there is Love Child from Urban Decay that I'll have in my makeup bag. And finally, my perfumes. I've found that I really enjoy keeping a very small vial of like a sample perfume in my purse just in case I'm out and I don't want to carry a huge big bottle of perfume with me. So I'm going to keep this one in my purse this week. This is the MAC Candy Yum Yum fragrance. I think the next perfume that I purchase will be this one. I love the fragrance of this. It's like a super sweet fragrance, but it's not like an overpoweringly sickly sweet scent. It's really good. I do enjoy that. And then obviously my main perfume that I'll be wearing for this week is Viktor & Rolf's Flower Bomb because it is in my Finish Vibe by Fall. So anyway, those are all the items that I have in my makeup bag for this week. If you would like to see any other products featured in one of these, let me know. I was gonna do one maybe next time that I do one of these. I'll film it on the Pure eye polishes, those cream shadows that I showed in my eyeshadow declutter. I had a couple of people ask about that, so maybe I'll do that next time. Let me know what color you would like. If you want like the green sparkly one that's super gorgeous but it's really dark, or if you'd rather have like one of the lighter shades, just let me know. Leave me a comment down there in the description box. But anyway, that was it. I really do appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!